back to Survival on Purpose. My name is Brian. Thanks for joining me. This Thrunite Thursday video is going to be about the Catapult V5. So let's talk about the specs of this thing pretty quick, and we'll get to doing some of that flashlight stuff. Okay, once again, this is the Thrunite Catapult V5. Features a Cree XM-L2 U2 LED, 6 modes from 80 lumens on low to 1,000 lumens on high. The flashlight uses either two 18650 batteries or 4 CR123s with a maximum beam distance of 649 meters. It's impact resistant to 2 meters and waterproof IPX8 to 2 meters. Okay, so that's some of the specs and details of the Catapult V5 from Thrunite. I'd like to thank the folks at Thrunite for sending me this so I can show it to you. I'm going to give you my initial impressions of it, and then we'll get to doing some flashlight stuff. I also want to show you this thing comes with a diffuser, because 640 whatever meters it said, that's a long way. So it's really a thrower, but it does come with a diffuser that you can put on like so, tighten it up, and that gives you the option to kind of diffuse the light a little bit. So we'll take a look at that when it gets dark, because it ain't dark yet. So it's got a really knurled, grippy handle on it, knurled aluminum, which I like that. That's probably the grippiest Thrunite flashlight I've seen. Pretty good size. This thing's, you know, definitely, well, I'd say that's about 8 inches long. I don't have the, and that's a couple inches around, 1.5 inches. So I guess you could club somebody with this if you needed to, but that's not the actually designed function of it. The end cap here comes off. It's a big old end cap, and you can actually substitute a pressure switch for it. It's got a mode for that. Uses two 18650 batteries. Gives you, again, from like 80 to 1,000 lumens. So, okay, so here's the way it works. This is, by the way, the new improved interface to make it easier. You got 2 buttons. That right there already tells me, well, okie dokie. So the one furthest from the bezel is on off, and the one closest to the bezel changes modes. So you push the one furthest from the bezel here, and it's on now. You push the one closest to the bezel here, and it changes modes. We have a low of 80. We have a medium of 305. We have a high of 750, and we have a turbo of 1500, and then back to low again. And then the strobe is actually 1,000 lumens. So I'll put all the specs below, because I have a really hard time remembering all that stuff and trying to do this video at the same time. And plus I'm blinding the camera there, aren't I? Okay, so this is Strobe Alert. If you have an issue with strobes, look away for a minute. The button closest to the bezel, you push that in when it's off, and it gives you a momentary strobe. If you hold it for longer than 3 seconds, hold it down, 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 let it go, it stays on strobe. And you can see it's got a variable frequency strobe, so it kind of changes. Push it back off again. Basically, it's got a memory that stays on whatever rate you set it on to begin with. When you turn it off, next time you turn it back on, it's going to be on that range again. So I like that. Here's what I thought we'd do. Let's go ahead and we're going to do a complete test on this thing. So I'm going to drop it from 2 meters onto a stump. How about that? Is that hard enough for you? 2 meters on a stump. We'll put it in some water, and then we'll let it get dark, and we'll check it out and see just how bright this thing really is. So let me readjust. And okay, see this? I'm gonna say this is about 2 meters. Wouldn't you agree? Still on. We'll give it one more try. Good enough? Okay, so got it here. We're going to do what I'm going to call the dirty bucket test, and we're going to drop it in the bucket. If you can see my white clock here, but it is 5:11. Okay, 5:11 right there. Can you see that? Hopefully so. We'll leave it in here for a little while and just see what happens. Okay, so you can see it is now 9:49. So I think that's almost 4 hours if my memory is correct. Let's go ahead and get it out here. The old bucket of dirt. and rinse it off. Oh, I think I hit the button. Sorry, I got a little flashlight in my mouth, so I think I must have hit the button. Quit working. Let's make sure there's no water inside of it. Okay, so I gotta tell you, it was working in the water. I took it out, quit working. Thought I might need new batteries, so I took it apart, and the inside of it, in the I guess the brain part of it was in the circuitry, had some moisture in it. So you know, I left it in there for 4 hours. It's probably over the limit is what it's rated for. I don't know, but I mean, I've put Thrunites in the water, in a bag of water in the freezer before, and they have not had a problem. So maybe I didn't have it, you know, tightened. I thought about it after I put it in the water. Maybe I should have checked the seals. I didn't, I mean, after dropping it. But so what we're going to do is we'll let it dry out, and then we'll try this again, and at least we'll be able to see if that fixes it or not. And we'll get back to you. Just bear with me. Okay, well, as you can see, maybe we're in a different place. Got people screaming and yelling on the trail down there, so please excuse that. But anyway, it did really great. I was really impressed with the light until I left it in the water for 4 hours. Maybe I didn't have it sealed right. I'm not sure about that, but definitely failed. I took it apart, waited a couple days. I've tried to dry it out, did everything I could think of. Contacted Thrunite. They said, you know, tell me to try new batteries, charge the batteries and all that. And it looks like it's fried. So I don't know if it's something I did wrong, something they did wrong. If there's a problem with it, they're looking into it. And we talked about it, we agreed that we'll go ahead and just put this video out there and just show you the truth, what's going on. That the flashlight performed very well. I mean, and a lot of different things. I still like the flashlight. I didn't get a chance to show you how bright it was. So maybe we'll get a new one, we'll do that. But and if we do, we'll definitely do another water test on it. But so anyway, all in all, there you have it. It's I like the flashlight. I think it did a great job. You know, chances are, if you're not going to be underwater, it still might be a great flashlight for you. But I'll definitely get back to you and let you know what Thrunite says and what they come up with on this. I just want to go ahead and get this out there to you so you could see what's going on. And honestly, just to show you what a great company Thrunite is, because they said, yeah, sure, go ahead and just post it. Tell them we're working on it, and we'll fix it. So I got to give them credit for that. They didn't try to hide anything, or didn't even suggest it. No, we don't want to post that. So good on you, Thrunite, is all I can say. So anyway, I hope this has been helpful. We are still going to have a giveaway this week, so and we're going to be giving away the TI4 pin light. So you saw that on another video. I don't have one with me to show you because I'm out here in a state park filming some other videos. So here's how it's going to work. There'll be a link right up here, right there, and one in the description. Again, click the link, put your name and address, your name, email address, and the secret word for the day. And the secret word for the day is going to be wet. Okay, do that. Put that in the box. You'll get an email. Be sure and click the link on the email. So be sure and check your email, because whatever email address you put in that entry form, you're going to get an email. You got to confirm it to be entered. I'll be doing the drawing at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Sunday following this video. I don't know what date that's going to be yet, but it'll be Sunday following this video, Eastern Standard Time, and that's when the entry ends. Anyway, that's it for the giveaway. That's it for the Catapult V5. As always, thanks for watching Survival on Purpose. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for clicking that thumbs up, for sharing it for your friends, for watching those ads, and thank you so much for shopping on Amazon through the Survival on Purpose links. Every time you buy something like that, I get a little bit of a commission, and every little bit adds up, and I sincerely appreciate it. Once again, my name's Brian. You're watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival is not an accident, so be prepared. See you next time. You know, this waterproof got all kinds of seals on it. See if I can figure out how this thing works. Golly. This is supposed to be a new interface to make it simpler. Okie dokie.